Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and I don't need my headphones on. I keep forgetting to take those off. This one's going to be kind of rambling. I'm actually like a couple days out from VS Live Orlando and I got to get some demos done. So I am going to be spending some time tonight getting this done, and some of it is going to be kind of copying and pasting some stuff I've done from other demos, and some of it won't. So some of it's going to be, how does this work? I'm doing the thing I'm okay, back up a second. At VS Live, I'm doing a one-day session with Rocky, 2 sessions on Tuesday. One's a fast focus on Git, the other one's on resilient coding, and then the third day is WebAssembly and Blazor, and then I'm done for the week. So those other ones I'm pretty good at, meaning that I have demos for them. This one I don't have any yet. I know what I'm going to do in them though, and I can grab some stuff I've done before and some of them not, because in the last part of the day we're going to be just going through some other frameworks that let you target .NET in any client. Things like Avalonia. There's something called GUI CS I'm going to show. So I got to get some demos on those. So before I do any of that, though, I want to talk a little bit about something that I just got distracted on and decided to dive into a little bit and make a change. I'm going to be doing at Las Vegas a demo on improving or a presentation on improving performance in .NET, and it's one I've done before, but I want to revamp it and I want to kind of change it up a bit. And one of the things I want to focus on is something I did with performance on one of my libraries called Spackle, specifically on generating a random big integer of a specific size. And if I come in here and I come to this, did I actually put? No, I did not. Did I remember where I was looking? No, I can't get what? No. I don't know what I saw there. Anyway, personal co-projects, improving random big integer generation. This class, which has, that's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Over here. And so I had this article a while ago and talking about how I was going to create a big integer of an arbitrary size, and I had some bad ideas, and then I eventually came to something like this, and that was the way it was implemented for a while. Come back to that, which is, it does this thing where it says if you have the digits of 1, it does this. Else it starts basically generating a number of a size, and then it will shift it over by multiplying it and then generating another number, adding down below the bottom bit, so to speak, and it keeps doing that more or less, which was faster than what I had before. But I'm like, that doesn't, this doesn't seem very efficient at all. And there's also a constructor on big integer that takes a byte array. And so I spent some time looking into what does that byte array actually take, and I finally got my head around what it does, and that the final, the highest most part of the array, if you set it to 0, basically if you set the high bit on the last array value, it's essentially a negative number. So you always make one more than you need to, and you set the last one, as you can see what I'm doing here, make sure that's always going to be positive. Okay, but what's actually happening here, and what I realized is I said, well, wait a minute. If I want a number of that's like 50 numbers in size, 10 to the 50, so what is that 2 to the what? And so you approximate that to this. So I figure out just how many bits do you need, and then what does that mean to a buffer size, and then let's actually make a buffer of that, generate some random values in that buffer, make sure that the highest most bit is actually set to 1. And the reason I do this, because I also do this, the reason that I do this is because I want to make sure that you didn't accidentally have not enough numbers at the top. So I always make sure that the highest one is, more or less. So, and by the highest bit, I don't mean the 8-bit. That's why the mod happens here. And so then I create a big integer of that size. I then figure out, well, how many numbers it actually generate, because I realize this isn't always quite as accurate as I want it to be. And then I just do some fix-ups down here. I actually had done something really stupid where I did a mod of this, which is totally wrong. That was actually not generating what I wanted at all. But this seems to work. And then I said, okay, well, what does this look like from a performance standpoint? So where in here? Presentations. I took a bunch of notes. Not presentations. Not presents either. Projects. Should be, yeah, here. So I did a whole bunch of testing and trying to figure out like numbering and all sorts of stuff. And I finally landed on what you just saw, which is now the latest version of the package. I think it's like 8.3 or something. But the point is that by doing all this work, I finally realized, that this is going to be a little hard to. I did not know OneNote did that. These first two are the bad ones, and so they're not really the best to look at. This was actually the way I was currently doing it. And so if you ask for a number of 50,000 digits, it would take 41 million nanoseconds to do, which I think is like, what, 4 hundredths of a second or something? It is late. This is going to be fun tonight to do this because it's late and I got to get something done. But what the new idea, what's interesting is that it actually only takes that amount of time. Okay. In the CLR, it's actually worse, but it's still the best way, even though that gets better. But it is consistently better to do it the way I'm doing it now. It's like, 3 orders of magnitude, or is that right? 3 orders? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 orders of magnitude. And look at how much memory it does. Only like 50K, which makes sense. I mean, I guess maybe in a way it's maybe a little bit more than I thought, but it's definitely not what this is, which is literally generating 230 meg of memory. This is 52K, so that's a huge win from that standpoint as well. And so it was fun to do this. It was fun to actually, get a lot of data on how does this execute, how does this work, is it better? And so it was fun. I'm going to include this into my presentation. But enough of that. We actually have to create demos tonight. No, I don't want to. That wasn't what I meant. I meant to do that. Okay, so I got to create my to-do list of tons of things that I have to get around to someday. I got to create some demos for the first part, which is talking about .NET Core and .NET Standard. I got to talk about WebAssembly and Blazor, and then this one. Now in this one, the demos are going to be basically a simple .NET Core app, and actually that's not one I'm going to do tonight. That's one that's just basically doing the hello world, but then building that in Windows and also Linux, because I got Ubuntu right here, and I'll be doing it there. I also realized that you can just do that, and it's like, hey, look at me, I'm coding. I'm running in Linux. But then a more complex .NET Core plus .NET Standard. And then tool examples. There's some examples in my slides I got to look up and show some things there. Demos here are basically showing WebAssembly, a Blazor app, And I'm also going to show Flight Finder. I always kind of don't necessarily like doing this in using other code as demo, but in this sense of in this spot, I've always been like, this is fine, because the Flight Finder demo from Microsoft is actually really good, and it does a lot to explain how some of the things in Blazor work. So it's like, why repeat, why do the same thing over and over again? And I'm not going to do this all tonight. It would be too much. So the first thing I want to do, like this one is not going to actually be in source. That's not going to be in our repo. That I'm just going to do live and kind of show how that works. This one actually needs to be there. And so what this is going to be is a Blazor. No. I always like using the collapse conjecture, that algorithm. There's going to be a core. There's going to be some kind of web API. I don't remember what it is, because I already have this from when I did a state of .NET and open source. I did this, so I'm basically going to copy and paste that, more or less. Yeah, so I kind of know what I need to do here. All right. So let's come over here. And let's actually come here and say file close solution. Let's do file new project. We're going to make a solution. Naming is hard. Where is this? Co-projects. This is Xplan. Yeah. Great not naming, Rocky. I'm going to blame Rocky. Oh my god. So we're going to stick this here. We're going to call this or just call it collapse. And we don't need to create a directory for a solution. It's in there. Did it do the right thing? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. All right, so now I want to do, let's actually go look at this, because why? Oh yeah, that's the module. That's for, okay, I want to look at the controller. Yeah, so I'm going to pull this out and actually do this as a shared library. Not a strictly shared library, a .NET standard library. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so let's do it this way. Let's, we're going to have add new project. .NET Standard 2015. Ooh, that was a little. So we're going to call this collapse.core. And then I need to do my copy everything that I've done before and put it in here, because why not? Why not? Why not? So let's edit it. Make sure that we're doing that. I'm going to do that. Again, this is all the yak shaving or whatever you want to call it, but it's got to be done. Version, we'll just say it's version. Oh, the authors. Could do a repository UL, but no. This is the big one. Okay, so we want that. Okay. And we're going to have a CL class here of sequence. And what you're going to do is you're going to give me big integer. Did I actually have a name for it here? I don't think so. It's just value. Start, for lack of a better term. There we go. We want to generate that. Okay. But we want to say if start is less than big integer 1, throw new argument exception, must provide a starting value greater than 1. Name of start. There. And then we're going to say this dot generate sequence. And then we're going to have a public immutable list, I'm going to say array, of big integers install package sequence, which is going to be a get. We have to do it in the constructor. Whoops, not big integers. Big integer sequence. Oh, wait a minute. I could actually, well, I could do it here, right? I think I can say, nah, it's just sequence new that. And then we need to generate that. Well, shoot. It doesn't matter to assign it here because I could do it in the freaking constructor. Come on. That's fine. Okay, so let's actually copy the code. There we go. Okay, so I'll start is greater than 1. Yeah, start and then we need var builder is equal to, and I was just doing a create builder of big integers. Builder. And then we'll eventually say this dot sequence is equal to builder dot to immutable. There. Okay, so when you create one instance of this, it automatically will tell you the sequence in the start. Okay, and then we want this should be collats sequence, and this is going to be a .NET Core class library tests. Back to here. And we're going to file open projects rocks rocks tests name rocks test project. Nope, not add. We're going to do edit. It's core app 1, which is fine. Line version is that. 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 We want some packages and unit for the win. And we'll make those references in a second. Static class class sequence tests. Because I do want to show actually making a test. Using framework, public static void generate sequence. So var start is equal to new big integer. We're going to do the 8 because 8's easy. Okay. Var sequence is equal to new collats sequence of our start. Be smart. You want to... Oh, come on. You can't... There we go. Okay. Assert that sequence.start is equal to start name of start, and assert that sequence.length is equal to, so you're going to put in I can always change the names. I don't know if I like start, but we do want to add in the start value as we do this. So it'll be 8, 4, 2, and so we should have 4 if I do this right. Assert that sequence of 0 is equal to new big integer of an 8. Well, it should be equal to technically start. How do I want to do this index? We'll just say 0. Because that'll tell me where I got 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because during the demo, I want them to see, like, how do you do tests, run these tests actually over in Linux. Okay. And I'm not going to do that tonight. I just want to actually run. And it passed. Yay. Oh, come on. I was doing this last time too. Stop. There we go. Okay, so we have a sequence. We also need to have a test that says if I give with incorrect start value, assert that if I give a new collats sequence of a big integer of 1 throws type of argument exception. Yay. Run these. What happens? We got 2. All right, we're on a roll. We got stuff. We got things. We got code. I'm going to make this because I think it reads better. Though no, keep it at start because yeah, start's fine. Start's fine. Start is good. Start is nice. 421. Okay, so we got tests around this. This all works good. Over here. Because I want to show them testing. I'm going to show logging and all that other stuff. So, okay, so now if I come back here, and I believe, I think I just said add new project, and I did a, not a WCF, web. And I call this collats API. And I wanted it to be an API project, no authentication, no, I'm not going to do Docker support for this. Don't need to configure for HTTPS. I think that should be it. Okay. Alrighty. So let's come back into here. What did I have for my program? That's right. I was going to use autofac. Do I just want to... Yay, I can edit it. Okay, so we want to say all this stuff, which is true. I wrote... See, why does it have razor there? I don't want any razor crap. But I do want this. And then what I also want to do is say, real quick, got any updates on packages here? Yeah, we do. Let's update them. Because newer is better, right? Newer is better. All right. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. WS. This is not going to be values controller. Well, first let's come back here and go program. There we go. Do that. Add autofac. Oh yeah, because we need that. And just the magic of copy and paste. Okay. Come back here. Let's say notepad. Start up. And let's just do the copy and paste. Sure, why not? I'm in a copy paste mood. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, so we're going to come in here, and we're just going to copy the crap out of crap. Wait, how far did I? Yeah, I just copied within. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. I don't even know if I care about the compatibility version, do I? Why does it use MVC? I don't want any MVC in this. What the crap? API module. Okay, I don't have an API module. Well, let's make one. Okay. So I'm going to need a logging class first. You know what? Let's just cut. Yeah, that's going to be actually easier. Let's come in here. Why did it put... Mother... Why did it do that? Oh, you suck. Absolutely suck. Why did you do that? Why did you put it there? Oh, that's the... Okay, yeah. I actually made a client, API client for my... Okay. Back here. Program. API module. Come back down here. And this is what I like, is because... yes, we want to save that. Come back here. Then we called collats. No, 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 no. Oh, now that all lights up. Very nice. Okay. Now the pain comes. Because the pain is going to come. So then I'll start another video after I undo the pain of what I just did. Crappy piece of crap. We want to put this in here with all the other stuff that I have. And then I got to come in here. No. And then I got to come over here. No. All right. Let's see if I fixed everything up. Run all tests. Yay, let's commit that. All right, so I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to continue on with another video, but I'm going to end this one here, and we'll continue on making the demos for my Orlando presentation. So that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions below. See you in the next episode.